Yes.
Starting, I guess we could probably start with that. We got a pretty big music drop in Young Thug.
Yes.
I don't even remember what that album was called. Like
Slime Language.
Slime Language. Yeah.
Slime Language.
That was. I mean, I still haven't listened to it a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's not crazy to me, but it's definitely not bad. But
Yeah.
definitely one of the most loaded albums I've ever seen feature wise, though.
Oh, I know.
Like that's stacked. That's like an
Every
NBA
single
All-Star
track.
team.
It really was.
It's like featuring Lil Baby and Uzi, Drake, Travis, Future, Gunna,
all the top.
and a bunch of underground artists I've never heard of, which is pretty cool too.
all the trap kings.
Yeah, he's got a good mix of the biggest dudes and some people we've never heard of. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's just putting his crew on.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty good drop. Probably one of the most significant ones this year so far.
Yeah.
I don't know if any, well, in the hip hop at least, because
Yeah.
I mean Justin Bieber and some other huge people have dropped. But in hip hop, I don't know if that might be the biggest album drop this year so far.
So far, yeah. I feel like we're gonna get a couple more better albums. But,
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it wasn't a terrible album.
Yeah,
And there was some songs where I was like, this is not like super great.
Yeah.
But for the bulk of it, it was like, it's about what
Yeah,
I expected.
It's enjoyable, you know.
It
It's
is
not,
enjoyable.
but it's not. It wasn't anything crazy, in my opinion, either. But I think there were some songs that are definitely skips.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing that's unbearably bad,
Right.
which is rare, especially in a 20-song album by Thug. Like you know what to expect. Maybe I have to listen to it again, but for the most part, I liked it. But there's definitely I probably have like 3 or 4 songs that I thought were pretty good, and then the rest is just kind of decent.
Yeah, that's about the same for me. Like I really only liked the one with YNW Melly.
Yeah, that
The
was really
Travis
good.
and the Drake one were pretty good.
Yeah.
But I mean, there wasn't like a whole lot that stood out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't. There was no like sicko mode type tracks or anything, and
Right.
no feature. I'm not saying the features were bad. Like the Drake feature was all right. Travis was too, but I think they could have been better in my opinion.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe they just weren't going for some. Maybe he just wanted subtle features on it type thing.
I think so too.
I mean, none of them were like that Drake verse compared to like sicko mode verse or something. It was
yeah.
tiny compared to it, but it's definitely not the worst thing. Sometimes you want more diversity among the features on one track instead of one just carrying it. But there wasn't like any particular, like the Travis one I felt could be better. Drake one was
Yeah. I
was
felt like
alright
they could
too.
all use.
Yeah, they could all use a bit of
use
spunk to them,
something.
but they definitely were not bad by any means. Catchy, good songs.
Yeah.
The beats were crazy.
Beats. Yeah. Yeah. Beats.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Some bouncy.
Did we know he was gonna drop, and I just wasn't paying attention?
I have
or-
no clue. I'm sure people probably knew, but I just don't really follow Young Thug that much. But that's too big of an album to not really pay attention to once it is out.
Exactly.
So-
I mean, just looking at it at first, like.
Yeah, just
how many tracks is it? Like 20.
it's like 20. Just everyone loaded with a feature. Like if you don't even have to listen to it, but you should definitely pull up. Anybody watching this, pull up your Spotify or Apple Music and just search Slime Language 2, I think, and just
Yeah.
scroll through it and just look at all the features on it. Like it's actually
There had to
absurd.
be at least 40 or 50.
Yeah, it was literally crazy. But yeah, you know,
It got the job done.
yeah, 100%.